Abi? So is it the same money now that you're coming to be calling us and say, I thought you people said you are BGC. What is it called? BGC, Biafra government nonsense. BBC or B group, which group or back group. So you are unable to take care of bills that BRGI used to take care of. Bills that BRGI used to take care of and nobody knew since 2022. Nobody knew. Nobody knew that Okenkere was doing something like that behind the scene. Oh, today you people are bringing it to the social media because you cannot do it. And you're writing long letter. Nonsense people. Yet, the same Okenkere that you're still writing message to now, his name is still inside your website that you put as criminal. The letter is there. Sonny's name is still there as criminal, as fraud. And then you're still writing letter to us. Coming to beg us to come and give you money. That money will kill all of us there. I'm not sit down to wait for the money. But you need to come and tell Biafrans. Is it our PM that told you people to block the website where Biafrans used to lend money for over 6 months? Is it our PM that told you people to go and write and put that the Okenkere that is going to Washington, D.C. to meet the American government to speak for his release, that is a criminal? And it is there in the website as I speak now. And then you say you want the same prime minister to be released. His release is your priority. But the person that is working for his release to be a priority, you write letter and put it on the website that is a criminal. And then you're coming back to come and meet the same person with a message, hey, come and give us some money. God punish all of you there. I beg my people, I salute all of you now. And let us come to the U.S. North and South Town Hall meeting and do the wonders of God today. Our time will start by 7 p.m. So please, let's make it in time because we don't want to use African time. We want to start in time so that we can end in time. You know, we're in the Christmas season and in the New Year approach so that we can all go back and enjoy with our families. And I salute all of you and I thank you all for all your sacrifices. I know many people have been very busy with family affairs. Now, we understand if we don't see all of you, at least if you jump into the Zoom and later jump out, it's better than you did not even show, okay? Because me, myself, also, the week is a busy week, work. So we all have to use one leg to jump in and use the other leg to stand out. I salute all of you. We can deliberate for those that have the mic and those that want to come to the mic. You can come and give your opinion for maybe we can spend 1 hour before we bring it down. There we my honorable co-host, over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Information Minister in the person of His Honorable Sonia Farawa. First and foremost, let me wish you a belated happy birthday. You know, yesterday was your birthday, but you did not come online on our space yesterday. And I want to use the opportunity to say long life and prosperity to you and your household on this your special day, which is yesterday. So happy birthday, sir. Um, Thank you very much for hosting us here today. And before I go further, I want to say Merry Christmas to our Supreme Leader and also our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa. And I want to say a very beautiful Merry Christmas to every one of us here once more because we are still in Christmas season, approaching the beautiful New Year of 2026. Thank you very much, sir, for all you have said. I think you've said it all, and you have spoken reason into the heads and minds of every reasonable Biafran out there that really needs this freedom that we are fighting for. You know, so many people are now happy because Somaliland has been recognized as a sovereign and independent nation by the government of Israelites. And if they tell our people to do the same thing that the Somalilanders did to get their freedom and also start getting this recognition today, just as you said, some people will say they want to wait for their leaders that are incapacitated for now, for them to come out and start fighting for their freedom. And if you go back to the history of Somaliland, their situation is just similar, like the one of the Biafran people, because the Somalilander people were amalgamated with the Somalians and the Djibouti, and then they fought the first brutal war that they fought to secure their territory. They fought for 10 good years, a very brutal war to secure their territory before they now started protecting it for another 20 something years. So they fought to get this recognition that they are getting today for more than 3 decades. But during our time, just like the way our supreme leader used to say that they only fought for 3 years and everybody ran away. But Somalilanders, they fought for 10 good years, a very brutal war to secure their territory. And in the midst of this war, leaders kept coming and going. Leaders kept coming and going. And then the Somalilanders did not say because of the first leader came and gone, and then they will now stop waiting for that leader to resurrect from the grave, or maybe to come out from captive before they start fighting for their freedom. They only focused on their freedom, and that is why we normally say here our freedom is in our hands, and the freedom of our leaders that are being held captive today, one in Finland and the other one in Nigeria. It is our momentum. It is the momentum we, the Biafran people, put out there is what we free them from that place. You cannot expect somebody that is being held captive to come and free you. It is you that is free, that is going to free the person in captivity. I want we all to understand this is a very simple logic for every one of us out there to comprehend. And this time around is not the time that we are saying you are more better Biafran than I, or I'm more better Biafran than you. What we are saying here now, what the Biafran Republic government in exile is trying to do now is what they call unity of purpose. We all have seen the momentum that the Biafran Republic government in exile have been able to achieve in Washington, D.C., and we all can be able to see what is now going on in Nigeria, all to the thanks of the Biafran Republic government in exile. And that is why the Biafran Republic government in exile is now calling out every one of you out there to come out and start supporting your freedom. If you know that your freedom is so dear and important to you, now is the time for you. Now is not the time for you to say you belong here or you belong there. We only have one government, a recognized government in the Justice Department of the United States of America. There's no other government than the Biafra Republic government in exile. The facts are out there. Any other so-called factions out there, or maybe self-made organization out there, does not and will never speak for the Biafran people, because the American government only recognize one government, and the government that the American government recognizes the Biafran Republic government in exile. Because I know so many of you out there have been saying, no, having so much. We don't have so many governments. We only have one government, which is the Biafran Republic government in exile. And the leader that we have now, our information minister said something. We People used to have leaders and also have a leader. He made that statement, but I don't know, maybe so many of us captured that statement that he made. We have leaders, but for now we have only one leader, because the leader that we have now is the only one that is still free, working and fighting in making sure that the vision and the aspiration of other leaders that are being held captive today, even the ones that are no more, like our internal leader, the only person that is fighting in upholding that ideas and vision of those leaders that you are waiting for them to come out is no other person than the acting prime minister, in the person of His Excellency Honorable Ogechiku Nkeri. This is what every one of us needs to understand. Nobody is disputing that our supreme leader is not our leader. Nobody is disputing that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not our leader. But for now, they are being held captive. What they can be able to do now is limited. They cannot do anything for any one of us now. We, the people, are the people that are going to do something that will make them come out from that captivity. And we cannot allow vacuum in our government. It is there in our constitution. You cannot, there's not how we can be able to allow vacuum. Although our information minister explained his own in a military term, but I want to explain my own in a diplomatic term, because we're in democracy. As it is in the military, that is how it is in a democratic government as well. Just because you love the prime minister so much doesn't mean when the prime minister is incapacitated, we all should keep waiting for him. No. Or maybe you love the supreme leader so much, and when the supreme leader is incapacitated, you still want us to wait for him to come around before we move forward. No. If the prime minister or the supreme leader is incapacitated, maybe he's not feeling fine. What we need to do is to make sure we place those people under medical care and medical check and continue the movement. And that is what the Biafran Republic government in exile is doing. And that is what the acting prime minister is doing, holding on for our leaders that are being held captive today. You love them so much, but you are not doing anything that will make them come out from that captivity. Is it ignorance or wickedness? How can you be waiting for a man that is being locked down somewhere to come and give you freedom? Is that the way Mandela waited? Is that the way the people of South Africa waited for Mandela? It was the momentum they keep putting in the street of South Africa that warranted the apartheid government then to go back to Mandela in the dungeon that they kept him and brought him out and say, okay, come, let's talk. These your people are not allowing us to drink water and drop cup anymore. Come, let's discuss. So you will talk to them to stop. But we have not gotten to that stage. We have not even done anything that will even make the so-called the enemy state, which is the Nigerian terrorist government, to go and negotiate, to call out our supreme leader. We have not done anything. You are not even doing anything to put that pressure. But the only government and the only man that is sticking his neck in making sure that he draws the attention of the international community regarding the captivity of our supreme leader and our prime minister, you cannot support him. Did you know him before? If not because of Biafra struggle, do you know him before? And we always say Biafra first, Biafra first. But whenever we come into that so-called Biafra first that is in our head, because most of us, we believe in Biafra first, but some of you believe in the so-called Biafra first, because you deceive yourself with Biafra first. But instead of you to be looking at that Biafra, you start looking the way somebody is rubbing pancake on his face, or maybe the way somebody nod his style. You start spreading sentiment all over the places. And that is the reason why we have not gotten this Biafra. And that is the topic that we have here. Why Biafra hasn't come quicker and what you must do. And breathing is the only way now, whether you like it or not. If you like run from Jericho to Nicodemus, if you don't follow what the breathing is doing, you are part of the problem. You are the reason why Biafra has not yet come quicker. We should get ourselves inclined with histories. Not to come here and make references with countries that have gotten their freedom, because I know tomorrow some of you will start even using Somaliland to make reference. But if they tell you to do that which Somalilanders they did, you will say no. Our people will buy. No, sit at home is not good. Our people we starve. But these people, they sacrificed all these things to be where they are today. You know, some of us are just so hypocritical. When we go to a particular subject or matter, we just pick the one that suits our narrative and leave the rest, instead of us to pack everything together and see how to, make use of it to the betterment of every one of us. Because we want to push that false narrative, we want to push that false agenda that what the Biafra Republic government is doing is not reasonable, or what the acting prime minister is doing is not reasonable, or what even the information minister is doing is not reasonable. Some of us are just somehow self-destructive, self-sabotaged, and that nonsense needs to stop. I've seen so many accolades going to the American government regarding the airstrike against the ISIS in Sokoto. But it doesn't end there. If you appreciate what the American government is doing against the terrorists in Nigeria, you should also appreciate the effort of the Biafran Republic government in exile, because they made it possible. The Biafran Republic government in exile is the only government that have gone to the congressional men and women in Washington, D.C. to table the genocide of Christians to them and say, this is what is happening to our people. You people need to step in. Also backed it with a lobbyist claim that every one of you out there knows about. It's no more a hidden thing. All of you know Elias. Although so many of you will go and criticizing why so many of us goes there to give him his accolade and appreciate him for his good works. And he has come out again a few days ago. I saw a statement he made regarding what we are doing, that now is the time for every one of you to come and start supporting, because Biafra is the next. The American government, their satellite is upon us right now. They want to see how coordinated we are. They want to see how unified and serious we need this freedom. Because currently the American government is not open to help anybody that wants to free themselves from the colonial bandage that has been holding everybody down. Especially Africans. Nobody believed that Israel would be able to recognize Somaliland today. Nobody believed. And nobody will believe tomorrow America will recognize them as well. And it was when Elias stepped in, that was when this whole progress started coming around. And that is why every one of us need to start. If you are out there and you are not appreciating what the lobbyists and our international lawyer is doing in Washington, D.C., now is the time for you to start supporting what they are doing by funding your freedom. Enough is enough. We all here can be able to agree, even you out there listening to the sound of my voice, that Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is gone. Okay, now if you can agree with me that Nigeria is gone, what next? If not to free yourself from that failed state, that failed contraption, that failed British experiment. And some of us will come and say, although the influences are there, but they are secondary. British was also involved in the Somaliland case, but they stood their ground. They stood their ground and said no, because they first got independence in 1960, 1961. They now merged with Somalia. Later, just the same thing. that the Nigerian terrorist government are doing today is what the Somalian government started doing. And the Somaliland said, no, enough is enough. Just like the way our internal leader Ojukwu said, no, enough is enough. Enough of these harsh economic policies, enough of these unwanted killings, enough of this insult. We are optioning out. And they stood and fought an intensive war that lasted for 10 years. Fought for 10 years. Brutal war. Go and check. Because I've seen some people out there now trying to run their mouths as if maybe Somaliland just got this freedom on the platter of gold. No! They fought. They fought for 10 years. Go and read their history. They fought. Brutal war, but our own only lasted for 3 years. Everybody started shouting hunger, hunger, hunger. Started shouting hunger, hunger. But the Somalilanders, they bled, they sweat, they hunger. But because they know what freedom is all about, they endured. That is why today some people will come and tell you, sit at home, this, sit at home, that. They should go and read history. Don't let anybody to use this reverse psychology that Nigeria is good at to be deceiving you people. Don't let them use that on you. So, dear friends, now is the time for every one of us to, come together and let's get this job done once and for all, because the satellite of America is now in Biafra. And that is why you will see former policymakers in America, former congressmen and women, even present congressmen and women, making reference of America having a base in Biafra land. And we pray that it will come to pass. But it's not only prayer. We need to work towards it. And the only way we can be able to work towards it is the way that the Biafran Republic government in exile have designed for our freedom. And we all need to respect those policies, like we all used to say, and the way our Prime Minister used to say it, the template that has been laid down, because the template of this freedom has already been laid down. Because the last time I checked in October 2023, in the Helsinki Declaration that gave us the charter, and everybody needs to follow that charter. It doesn't matter how you feel personally. It doesn't matter your reservations. But we have to follow those policies, because that is the same way the Somaliland got it right. They did not change on the way. They did not murmur on the way. They set their goals and they went towards it. And today, they are happy that they did not budge. They did not relent. They did not capitulate. They did not regret their actions. But when they tell some of you to follow simple instructions, simple law and order, you will say they are controlling you. You will start picking sentiment. Why is this one talking to me like that? No. The acting prime minister is not the one telling you. The information minister is not the one telling you. But the collective effort of over 80 million Biafrans is what is telling you that you must follow the rules and the laws that has been put in place and made a law of which even our prime minister was the person that made the declaration openly. Although there were so many signatories to it, but he was the one that led the declaration and made it publicly. And he said the charter has become our law, and that is where the freedom lies. And that is what the Biafran Republic government in exile is upholding today. And that is what is giving the Biafran Republic government in exile every Biafran out there the desired result in Washington, D.C. today. If you don't know, go back to the books. Our information minister said it here. Our acting prime minister has been going to Washington, D.C. even when our prime minister was here. And we all will normally see the accolades our prime minister gives to him whenever he goes to Washington, D.C. and comes out with good results. Our prime minister used to be the first man that normally posts whatever result that our acting prime minister, but then he was the finance minister then. He will post it. He will be so proud of the achievement of our acting prime minister in Washington, D.C. And he will put it out for the world to see that yes, Biafrans have capable hands. That if they are coming against only him, the prime minister, Mazi Salmonekma, that Biafra still have capable hands, that they can never stop Biafra, and that is why he will always be bold and say, this government that we have put in place, you cannot destroy it. That is why after our independence declaration in Finland 2024, they have attacked this government twice, but still it's still standing, it's still surviving. Because the acting prime minister is standing on that template. Immediately you deviate from that template, whatever you are doing becomes babadash. I'm telling every one of us out there, we should start learning how to obey laws. Start respecting constitutional offices. Because even if they give you that thing to go and do, you cannot do it. Our information minister really said a lot. And when he was speaking, I was like, oh, how I wish our people would listen to the voice of reason. Our people can be able to listen to everything our information minister is saying here. We will get this Biafra in the twinkle of an eye. I'm telling everyone of you out there. Come down from your high horses. Come join your brothers and sisters. And let's make the freedom of Biafra a reality in our time like this and a day like this. So thank you to every one of you out there. And thanks to every one of you here on the space. Let's take some few hands that are up. Then we'll see, because we have the U.S. town hall meeting today, which our information minister have already made it known to every one of us. Please, we all we need to be in that. We need to start it today. We need to start it. We need to intensify the effort of funding our freedom today. We all are expected to be on that town hall meeting, and as we all heard our information minister, the acting prime minister will be live there to give some kind of good news to the Biafran people regarding his efforts in Washington and DC, and also advise us on the way forward to keep getting this good result. Because now the terrorist Nigerian government are in chaos. They are confused. They are crying all over the places. But it doesn't end there. We need to, the soup has started boiling. What we need to be doing now is to be putting firewood. So soup poto in that soup that we are cooking for them. So information minister, sir, do you want to say something, or I should move? Sorry, Mazi Onyinye, my co-host. Sorry, you can have the mic now. Sorry, Mazi Onyinye, are you there?
Yeah. Thank you very much, my own tutor, Toti Villa. Thank you very much. Our own information minister, our host, thank you very much for hosting us. As a matter of fact, your message is very clear and sound. It is only those that have ear that we listen or receive sense from the message. Thank you very much, all Biafrans, for coming. I must say that your coming here and everything you are doing for Biafra is not going to be in vain. Let me quickly speak briefly on the topic. The topic which is why Biafra hasn't come. You see, I must say that the gullibility of some of our Biafrans is the actual reason why Biafra has not come. Sometimes I begin to ask myself, those gullible Biafrans, are they doing what they are doing deliberately? Or are they under a spell? Or are they doing what they are doing for their personal gain? How can those people who has followed this useless woman called Ngozo Rabeze up till today, they are still following them? That is why I am asking that question. And to those also following this EMA accountability 2024, are they under a spell? Are they not seeing what is happening? Is it that they are doing what they are doing because they are being paid, or they are doing what they are doing for their personal gain? How on earth are these people going to tell me that if Prime Minister come today, he will live where he has his government, where there is, where BLGIE, where the lobbies are working, where the Biafra Defense Forces are standing gidigbam? Then they are now telling me that Prime Minister will come and now go and meet those people who caused the same lobbies that he instituted. Is that what they are telling me? Are they expecting me to believe that? Last time when I see the charade this Imam Madabu and Co. played by fooling their gullible that they are bringing Prime Minister to speak to them. If you were to be there in that Zoom, you will see that what they did there is nothing less than AI. And those people does not have brain to phantom or to put one and one together to bring their results. That is why I am saying that the Biafra are some of the Biafrans are the reason why Biafra has not come. Believe it or not. The gullibility of our people is becoming so much unbearable. To an extent, they are no longer seeing that this is there is what we call opportunity in everything you are doing in life. When opportunity come, people who have this sense of reasoning, they always find out when opportunity has come and they will make use of that opportunity. Now Biafra will have opportunity as never before now. And we are calling everyone, let us come together. Let us come together and fight this fight and be able to win this fight, because we know. And that is why the only people that knows that our togetherness we break Nigeria. Even a month is too much for we to defeat that useless country called Nigeria. Britain know that. Nigeria as well knows that. That is why they are fighting all means possible to make sure that we never come together. And some gullible Biafrans are allowing them. So if you are among those who are sitting on the fence waiting for our leader to come, shame on you. Shame on you, because I have been asking this question. Sometimes when I interact with some people, I ask them, if your own father that give birth to you has a problem and he was in the station, and your house or something is happening in your father's house, will you be waiting for that your father that is in the station or is in the cell to come out before you will rescue the problem in his house? Some of them will not answer that question. But look at them. Some of them here will tell you that they are waiting for our Nnamdi Kanu to come out before they will come out, before they will do something. I ask them, do you love this man? And you are among those who said kudos, right on. And now you abandon him, you are waiting for him. So I must say it clear that some of the Biafrans, some of the gullible Biafrans are the reason why Biafra has not come. But it is not late. If you wake up today, it is going to be better for all of us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't want to waste much of our time because we don't have a lot of time. Mazi Tuto, should I Totti, should I move the mic?
Yeah, move
Should
the
I?
mic, Mazi.
Okay,
Yeah, move
okay.
Yeah, please, as we
Okay.
move the mic, let's remind everyone to join the Biafra community, the BRJ Biafra community. It's up here. You just click on the link and then you join the community so that you stay updated and get everything going on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, our information minister. As all of us have heard that announcement, this Biafra community, BRGIA Biafra community is where every one of us has to be. So it is very important that every Biafra must be there, so that if there is any information, you must get it. Thank you very much. Mazi David Nana, please take over the mic and speak to Biafrans.
Thank you so much, Onyenyere One. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah. Right on, we hear you.
Greetings, Mazi Totti, our future CRC chairman. Greetings, our information minister, the best information minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile in this 21st century. We really appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for what you are doing, what you do for the government, for the Biafran people. We really appreciate you, sir. Biafrans, wonderful people and lovers of freedom, greeting from here. I say greetings of the season to each and every one of you. And I want to also extend my greetings to all the cabinet ministers on the space, ministers of BRGIE that are doing the needful, supporting our active APM and the lobbyists and the attorney to make sure that Biafra issues is not stagnant. Greeting from here. I also greet wonderful Biafrans who are supporting this government, who are also supporting their freedom as well. Greetings, and may Chukwuokike can never allow you to lack. Yes, I want to speak on the topic. It is a very wonderful topic indeed. Reason why Biafra has not come and what you need to do for Biafra to come faster, quicker than expected. The reason why Biafra has not come, has not been restored, is because of the lackluster attitude of some of the Biafrans who really say they want to be free, yet they are not doing anything towards that effect. They are not even supporting those who are actually working towards that effect. That is the reason why Biafra has not come. The reason why Biafra has not come is because most of you are also comfortable in Nigeria. Most of you are into corruption. Most of you are into embezzlement. Most of you are into siphoning the natural resources that come from our land. So whenever you talk about freeing your people out of the bondage of Nigeria, You will not support. Rather, you will do everything humanly possible to sabotage it. That is why Biafra has not come. Because if actually a large percentage of you people that are not supporting have supported this freedom, believe you me, by this time, Biafra would have come. Biafra would have been restored. Biafra would have even been restored before Somaliland can get their recognition. But I want to appreciate Chukwu Okike Abiama, very importantly, for giving us Ohamadike one of Biafra land. I appreciate Okike himself for also giving us our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa Njoku. I also appreciate Chukwu Okike Abiama for giving us the likes of our active APM, His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. I also appreciate Okike for giving us lots and lots of Biafrans who are part and parcel of the Biafran Republic government in exile, cabinet members, men and women. The most articulate Minister Snow, MID Briggs, Betty Ford, Sister Nkiru, the number is endless. Eunice, and each and every one of you who are part and parcel of this government. I appreciate every one of you because Chukwu Okike Abiama made it possible that you are here. Even when people try to destroy what we are doing, you stand your ground, supporting the only government that you know is going to restore God's kingdom on this planet Earth. I want to ask a question. Why are you waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? For those of you who are saying that, oh, you are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are waiting for Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku to come out before you can support. And I want to ask you, what is the reason that you are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for? Can somebody just tell me the reason why you are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because the last time I checked, the reason why you were following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was working towards Biafran restoration. And when you saw that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya, you started supporting Simon Ekpa Njoku because you know that Simon Ekpa Njoku picked it from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been incarcerated. And Simon Ekpa was doing the same thing that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was also doing for Biafran to be restored. Now that Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku is not there, have you not seen that Ogechukwu Nkere have done much more? What our leader, our prime minister have done or they have done during their time. So tell me the reason why you are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, you are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and start shouting on the radio. Is that the reason why you are waiting for him? So you don't really actually want freedom. Okay, you are waiting for Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku to come and, make exposition and also dance for you. Is that the reason why you are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Something must actually be wrong with you because I know the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you are waiting for is in Ogechukwu Nkere. The Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku you are waiting for is in Ogechukwu Nkere. The same thing that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wanted for Biafra, the same thing our prime minister wanted for Biafra is what our APM is doing in Washington, D.C., together with the Biafran lobbies and attorney. So will you now tell me the reason why it is so important that you must wait for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before you can support your freedom? Because I can't actually understand the reason why somebody will say, oh, I'm waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or I'm waiting for Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. And if you are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what have you done to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Simon Ekpa is free from wherever they are being held in Finland and in Nigeria as well? Because the only thing that can free these people, just like our information minister said in his opening remarks, the only thing that can free them is the diplomatic engagement, the actions taken by the Biafran government, the action taken by the Biafran people against those who are holding them, and as well as the diplomatic engagement that the BRGIE, our lobbyists and attorneys are holding in Washington, D.C., because Washington is the #1 country in this world, the leader of the free world. So, if you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you want Mazi Simon Ekpanjoku to be free from their various detention facilities, then you have to come on board and support the Biafran Republic government in exile under the acting Prime Minister, His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu Nkebe, because it is the actions and activity that is being embarked upon by our government that will be able to release these men, these our noble men who Chukwu Okike Abiama gave for us. And I want you also to understand that the reason why these men are being held is because of Biafra. Because they know they wanted people like you to wait for them, to be planning, to be fighting for their release, so that you will not be free. That is the reason why they hold him, they hold them. Because according to the Nigerian government, they felt, oh, that it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is carrying Biafra issue on his head. So therefore, when we take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is all over. The same thing they thought about Simon Ekpanjoku. But look at where we are today. Have you seen it? That Chukwu Okike Abiama have chosen these individuals to liberate us from the bondage of slavery that we find ourselves. And it is quite unfortunate that you are waiting for them to come out before you can fight to free yourself out of the bondage of the enemy. It's very, very unfortunate. So my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, those of you who are listening anonymously, we understand you have made mistakes in the past. We understand that maybe out of omission or commission, afterthought, betrayal, and all the rest of them, you fell on the wrong hands. Oh, maybe we are also doing tumbon to know which place is actually fighting for your freedom. Are you now convinced? If you have not been convinced, I want you to go to www.biafranrepublicgovernment.org. All in small letters. You go there and can feed your eyes and educate yourself to know that Biafran Republic government in exile have done much more than is expected at this particular time. Remember when our Prime Minister in 2024 unveiled the lobbies to the Biafran people? What was the statement from Jim Mora, the global strategist? What was their statement? Their statement was that they are going to be our eyes in Washington, D.C., that they are going to make sure that the issue of Biafra resonates with American congressmen and women, the senators, and American government. Have they not lived up to that expectation? That promise, they have lived up to it. And so that is the reason why I want you to go to that website and you can be able to see all the engagement, diplomatic engagement, which this government have had with American policymakers. Okay, let me remind you. Do you remember that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, said that America is going to play a very wonderful, important, key role in the restoration of Biafran project? Do you remember that? Okay, do you also remember that our Prime Minister also reiterated that fact, that America leads, others follows? Even Michael Rubin have also said that. Even the Mike Johnson, when our APM, then he was the the finance minister in 2023, the first time he met Mike Johnson, he told him that when America leads, others follow. Is America not leading? So why are you now far away from the government that is actually bringing freedom to you? Why are you now not supporting the government that is actually making sure that the terrorist Nigerian government are held accountable for the atrocity that they have committed and continue to commit in our land? Without wasting time, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, this is the time for you to, come back to the government, which our Prime Minister said nobody can destroy. And the government of Biafra is the only government that can stand the test of time until Biafra is fully restored. I want you to forget the mistake that you have made in the past. We all are humans. We make mistakes here and there. If only you can realize that following the wrong side, you have made mistakes. If you can realize that supporting the wrong side, that you are supporting the terrorist Nigerian government against your people, just come back and make sure that you support the donations, the freedom of your people, because that is the only greatest gift you can give the people in the homeland, because they are passing through persecution, through sufferings, through kidnappings, harassment, intimidation of the terrorist Nigerian state on a daily basis. More importantly, economic hardship is hitting people in the homeland. And I can guarantee you that it is not because Biafra land is barren. No. Biafra land is so blessed with natural resources that can be able to feed even Africa. It is because of the policies of the Nigerian government against Biafra that is making our people to be suffering in the midst of plenty. And that is a systematic policy of the Nigerian government, because they know that when you are hungry, you cannot think straight. And that is why the Biafran government will change the status quo. And that is why we are fighting, so that we can be free. And once we are free, our people can now enjoy life to its fullness. Very, very important. My wonderful brothers and sisters, lovers of freedom all over the world. This is the time for us to support our freedom. This is the time for us to fight so that our land can be liberated out of the terrorist Nigerian state. It is our responsibility. Nobody is going to do that for us. Freedom is capital intensive. To prosecute war is not easy. Even France, even Germany, even Ukraine, even Israel, all these people are also seeking for funds in order to prosecute their wars. But we, the Biafran people, it is through our collective efforts and contribution that the little that we have put in the table in the homeland, that the Biafran Defense Forces are using to keep our land safe. Imagine a scenario whereby we have a control of our natural resources. Believe you me, we will be stronger and stronger. We will be the greatest country in Africa in terms of security, because I know what our people can do when we have the financial resources. So now that we don't have it, that is why we are appealing to each and every one of you, those of you doing business in Sokoto, in Kaduna, all over Nigeria, even in Biafran territories. We appeal to you to support the defense of your land. Support the liberation of your land. No amount is too big or small. Your AJ and Ejemma is going to do a lot in liberating Biafra out of the bondage of the terrorist Nigerian state. Also, I want to remind you of the IOU loan that is why you are not there. Your children can claim the proceeds when you are long gone, because the government will issue you a receipt and as well give you a certificate. Very, very important. And this project, this IOU project, IOU loan, is also applicable to non-Biafrans as well. So this is an opportunity for each and every one of you lovers of freedom, lovers of Biafran people, to embrace this special IOU loan. It is very, very important. Freedom is knocking on the doors, and it's for each and every one of us to rise up right now and support our freedom, so that 2026 will be a memorable year in the annals of history, Biafra-wise. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I appreciate every one of you, and I salute the Biafran Defense Forces. I appreciate our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. I salute our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpan. And my appreciation, more importantly, go to our active APM, His Excellency Honorable Oge Chukwunkere, who has put in every resources at his disposal to make sure that the issue of Biafra is still very much resonating with Capitol Hill. I appreciate him so much. I also appreciate our lobbyist, Elias Jerasoris, our international freedom fighter in Washington, D.C. I also salute our amiable attorney, Amanda Berry, for what they are doing for the Biafran cause. Greetings to each and every one of you who will join us in our meeting. Ndewo no Chineke, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. I yield my mic.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi Baby. The questionnaire of the Biafra Public Government in Exile. Yeah,
Ndewo.
all right, all right.
Mazitote, let's have extra 10 minutes, just 10 minutes extra. And we call it down so that we can prepare for the town hall. Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much, sir. Biafrans, we've heard our information minister. Please, I have like 4 people up here to speak. Please, I would like us to manage this 10 minutes, like 2 minutes each. Rage, please, you can go now. 2 minutes, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Am I coming out?
Yes, you are. You are. Yeah, yes,
Okay,
you are. Just go to the topic, please.
thank you very much. I greet you all Biafrans, freedom lovers and friends of Biafra. As a matter of fact, this is an interesting topic, and I believe we cannot, I said, discuss this topic today. And talking about the topic, why we have Biafra has not come. You understand? The truth is, when you embark on a project, on a noble project with someone that carries cost, a cost person, a cost fellow, when you engage on a noble project with such a person, and in addition to that, this cost fellow also is ill-educated, is not well educated. I have the kind of education that they get from Nigeria. You understand? When you have such person on a noble project, you know, the goal of such project is very difficult to achieve. It happens in marriages. That is why you see a partner that carries costs and ill educated. When the family is about to break through, he does something, and scatter the whole success. You understand? So when you see the likes of Madam Raphael Ajari, Imam Amugu, and their likes, Adadiorama, how much does Adadiorama know the process that Somaliland went through to get independence, the sacrifice, the diplomatic engagement they had, the sacrifices they made, the what happened to their leaders? Does she know the history? This is called ill education. You understand? They are not well educated, and this is what you see with the likes of Ajari. I was so surprised when I knew that this guy was a dumb. Raphael Ajari was when he was analyzing one AI generated video. One of these AI generated videos I was talking about America. You know, we have a lot of them. We have AI generated. Some of them they will put them up. They will say a song by R. Kelly singing for Burkina Faso, singing for person. These are AI generated videos. When this guy was laying much emphasis on it, and he was even condemning America from an AI generated video. At that very point, I knew that this guy confirm or doyo. This is why he doesn't have anything up there. So these are the things that really affect the achievement of the goal of a particular project. I'm embarking on such project, such people with such characters. You understand? But unfortunately, we should be able to actually overcome. And last thing, I will also say that if our PM wants to come out today, he knows what to do. He will just deny the cause, and before you know, it will be brought out because what took it inside the freedom of Biafra, you understand? So when he denies it, it will be out today. So even you divert your attention from the freedom and you want to focus on releasing them, like he told us that our leader was kidnapped, so that we can divert our focus from fighting for the freedom and focus on the release of our leader. So if those people that were bringing that narrative, the narrative did not say that, is it now that he's going to say? So therefore, let us be wise. Let's not be deceived. Let us not be soft-minded people that can be swayed away can be deceived. Now we are just trying to pick up ourselves. You can see every fundraising, the same people that are struggling every time. Now, the little people that are struggling now, these evil people have come again because they know that we lost our prime minister so much. You understand? But we need to be
Ray,
focused. Yeah?
just taking 30 seconds and run that, please. We don't have much time, so
Okay.
I'll go to the
Okay.
next one.
What I am trying to say is that if we forget about the freedom that we are fighting for, and we cannot get the freedom of Biafra, I will do everything possible and bring out our leaders. So long as they refuse to deny Biafra, they will still be taken back there, and we start the process all over again. The freedom of Biafra is their freedom. That is how I submit. Biafra menya, Nigeria Biafra menya na, woru wure eworo porufo mamenya. Biafra menya, Nigeria Thank you very much. Are you
Yeah, they will want to make it Rage and Fury. Thank you for that submission. Our COX, the COX to the acting Prime Minister, I can see you are here with us. I recognize your presence, but sir, please, you know, as the same saying goes, women first, please. I would like you to allow me or permit me to take our Minister Betty, Minister Betty, Minister Betty Ford. Are you there?
Thank you. I am here.
Yeah,
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Toti. Should I go ahead?
yes.
Okay. I first of all greet my information minister and I wish him happy birthday once more. I greet all of you here, my COS and every Biafran. I say may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to bless each and every one of you. Mazi Onyeka, Toti, Rage and Fury, David, all of you, and my beautiful sister Eunice, Madam Mki. I love all of you. Please, because we don't have time, veteran Onyenyere, all of you, my regards and my greetings. And Meritel Kam, Biafrans, we must never go on without our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I remember him. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to bless him and release him for us. Release our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and guide and protect our indomitable acting Prime Minister, the man who is holding the battle at the moment. When the time is so heated, he is standing there for us. And I remember the security men protecting our land in homeland, under the leadership of Triple General. Biafrans, I greet all of you. You see what we are discussing here, or what we have been discussing, why Biafra hasn't come quicker, and why we must, what we must do. Why Biafra hasn't come quicker is because we have very terrible people as neighbors, foreigners who came from Futajalon. They all devise a means of using your own to keep you, to fight you, and that was why they contracted Madam Ngozi Orabugboro Fulani. They contracted her, and she extensively contracted Adadi Orama, who garnered all the Biafrans to her side. And those ones who say that they don't understand, I think by now you must have understood that, Breji, we are not joking. We are moving fast. They deceived PM and they are still deceiving him, unfortunately. Now, as if Ngozi's case is not enough, Imam Madabu came and topped this sabotage and icing on the cake, because he is the conflict resolution chairman, but he never did his work. Rather, when conflict arose, he ran away because he does not understand his position. And this is the way they have all been misplacing their priorities. Biafrans, even if we are very few remaining, let us be strong, resilient, and indomitable. Do not waver. Do not look back. Today we have another fundraising. Whenever we have any event, it turns to fundraising because Biafra must come. We must do whatever we can to bring Biafra. That is why Biafra has not come quicker. All the saboteurs, including all those in homeland, some of them are businessmen and women. They have money. They have businesses all over the zoo nation. They are thinking of their businesses. That's why they don't want to face Biafra. But when Obidaya Malafia gave them the information that the plan of these Fulanis is that after killing the grassroots, they will come to you people. They thought that their business will save them in Nigeria. It's not correct. It's not right. As long as you are not a practicing Muslim, your head is going to go down. So for those of them who have properties, what of Biafrans who have property abroad and live in homeland? As long as you have your documentation that a property belongs to you, it is your own. If the title deeds and everything is in your name, forget about where you have that business and focus on Biafra to come. Now, you will see that Somaliland, they started fighting in 1991. That's what I saw here. 1978 to 1991. That's when they started. But today, they have been recognized. Onyendu started. They witch hunt Onyendu. The same thing they did to Ojukwu during the war. There are so many things they talked about Ojukwu, but Ojukwu never relented. They sabotaged him. One Okafor from Oka. Only Cindy police. He sabotaged Ojukwu. Zik sabotaged Ojukwu. Zik wanted Ojukwu to hand everything to him. Ojukwu said, Oga, no be now. This one is the army. Just wait. Let us get Biafra. You will rule Biafra. He then sabotaged Ojukwu. Jim Mobudo, all of them sabotaged Ojukwu. The same thing they did to Wazirike, did it to Nnamdi Kanu, did it to our APM, our PM. So if anybody hates or loves our APM, that is their business. All these are Fulani influence. So Biafrans, let us not continue to waste time or we have to wake up. Okade leave onye mwanya. My people, we will not cow out. Biafra is here. Biafra is here. If you go and listen to Gumi, Gumi is now, he was making speech. There was a policeman by his side, another military. And Gumi is not in the government. Is that the kind of lifestyle we Biafrans want to go back to? We can never go back to that deceptive way of lifestyle. So my people, in order not to waste time, I will urge everyone to be present. We have IOU, we have our website, www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org. Everything is spelled in full, not gov, G-O-V, no, it's government.org. Go there and do your donation. Go there and do your donation. Those in homeland, you go to China to buy 50 containers. Do you buy it with what? It's with dollar, isn't it? Come and donate the money here, come and invest so that we will get Biafra and go home. Thank you, my people. Onye mala suya suonikwe. This is the time to show that you are that intelligent Igbo man that you are. Stop paying lip service to getting Biafra for us. Hurry up. Come and do your donation. Even if it is 1 ejema, we will appreciate it. Even if it is 1 eje, bring it. That is the nitty-gritty of this freedom fight. We need ejema and eje. Thank you, Biafrans.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Betty Ford, and thank you very much for all you're doing for the Biafran people. I say, may true Caldiano continue to, bless you. Despite your age, you're still pushing hard. While we have a lot of Gen Zs out there that are just, following the trend of confusion and destruction, because at the end of whatever they think they're enjoying today, what is ahead of them is destruction, and they fail to start them speaking and fighting for their freedom. At the end of the day, destruction will be their end, and that is what we, the Biafran people, and also the Biafra Republic government in exile doesn't want for any of them out there. So now is the time for them to join the military and let us get our freedom and option out from that demonic killing at the end of the day. So thank you very much once more. Our own COS, so the acting Prime Minister and the person of Mr. Snow. Sir, are you there?
Yes, greetings from here, everyone. Mazi Sani, greetings from here and happy birthday once more. Please, I want to stand on the existing protocol so that I'll just take my 2 minutes. First of all, my dear sister Betty, I just want to point out something, please. The disbanded CRC chairman, he didn't flee because problem arose. No, he was one of the engineers or the instigators of the problems that we had with the second accountability group. I just want to make that clear because I am with him from jump one, from the appreciation of the APM to the condemnation of the APM from the same mouth. I was there in the same group with them. So I will be able to say that and I can stand on it. So I just wanted to point that out. Now, going straight to the topic, I know we have very limited time, but this is a very interesting topic. I'm going to point on two things, which is also as the topic states. Why hasn't Biafra come? The major thing which everyone here has pointed out is high level of sabotage, greed, selfishness, greed and selfishness, and high level of sabotage. When I say high level of sabotage, we should all remember that the quest for Biafra liberation didn't start today. It didn't start with Owazurike. It started since 1967. So we have been in this fight longer than anybody who is fighting for freedom in the world. There is no freedom fighting group or ethnic group or whatever that he has spent longer time than the Biafran people. Like Sister Stella always says, we have lost over 20 million people since 1967. If we are losing people due to the Nigerian factor and the factor of the fact that we are not one, it means that the war continued. So we have been fighting. But why has it not succeeded all this while? There has been sabotage after sabotage. Just like you pointed out, in the time of our leader, Ojukwu, he experienced high level of sabotage. The same thing with Owazurike, the same thing with our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and going down. So it is the high level of sabotage that is part of the reason why Biafra is not there. Now, talk about greed and selfishness. Can you mute yourself, David, please?
Yeah, go ahead. I muted him. Go ahead, sir.
When you talk about greed and selfishness, it is very clear. It is the greed in the hearts of all the people you call millionaires and rich people in our land that is preventing them from seeing the light and the need for them to support what we're doing. Their selfishness equally. Because most of the people we call millionaires and whatever, or what have you, they have been in diaspora. They have traveled abroad. They have seen how better you can have it. They send their families abroad. The so-called illegitimate politicians that we have, they all have their kids abroad studying, doing it better. But the selfishness, the greed in them won't let them want everybody to share in what they are experiencing. Now, what must we do in order to gain our freedom? We must support this liberation. We must fund this liberation. There is no two ways about it. You look at what happened with Somaliland, you look at the jubilation, you look at everybody pitching in. I have spoken to about 3 Somaliland people and 2 Somalian people just to see their views here in the state. I did that 3 days ago. I spoke with 2 Somalian people just to understand what is in them. I just want everybody to know, even in that Somaliland that is being recognized today, they have people who did not agree with them, who tried to sabotage them. But the Latin people said, Vox Populi, Vox Dei. The voice of the people is the voice of God. When there is more of us doing what we are supposed to do, we are going to get into Biafra. You see how we're talking about this here? Just 1 million Biafrans in diaspora dedicatedly playing their part, weekly, monthly, as it may be. When we talk about diaspora, we're talking about even people in Lagos. We're talking about people anywhere in the world. You eat, you pay your bills. So there is no reason why you would not if you don't put Biafra first, that's the only way where you cannot do these things. So if we want the actualization of Biafra, if we truly want our people to be free, our people, Tocqueville, you know I've always said this, we need to kill the hypocrisy. Oh, I am a proud Igbo man. Oh, I am a proud Biafran. But what are you doing for the actualization of that Biafra? That is hypocrisy in its highest form. We must kill the hypocrisy, and people must turn around and do the right thing. People must turn around and do the right thing. The difference between us and Somaliland is that we are fighting a higher monster. Check the population of Somalia, including the Somalilanders, and tell yourself, and check the population of Nigeria, the backings of Nigeria, and then you will realize the big one that we're fighting. But we have been in this fight for a very long time, longer than the Somalilanders, and we never stopped. There were gaps in between, but we never stopped. For us to actualize Biafra, we must feel the only vehicle that is going to get us to our freedom, and that vehicle is Briggy. Today is our town hall meeting, US North and South, hosted by Texas. So you come and join us. Do your part. Play your part for your freedom, for the freedom of your generation and the ones unborn. God bless you all. Dalun, everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much, COS. You have spoken, you've spoken greatly. That is why I like you. I like to hear your submission regarding what we the Biafran people are doing, and you have always been hitting on that hypocrisy of our people, and that is the number one serious challenge that we the Biafran people have. And until we start seeing ourselves as one people fighting for one cause, that is when because at the end of the day, every one of us, even those that agree with what we are doing and those that don't agree with what we are doing, everybody still wants Biafra at the same. Everybody still wants Biafra at the same time. So it will be very, very good for every one of us to do away with this hypocrisy that is in us and start doing better in making sure that we get our freedom as soon as possible. Information Minister, sir, are you there? I don't know, maybe we have just like a minute or two so we can take Mary Tekan before we go. I don't know. Sir, are you there? All right, sir. Thank you very much. Mary Tekan, please, you have 2 minutes. I beg, make it talk fast because we have a town hall meeting in America this evening. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Toti. Thank you. Good evening, Nnamdi, Kanu, Akbarawa, Sonny, Good evening, Mr. Snow, our honorable. Good evening, Mommy Betty. Good evening. Yeah, we are so many. Good evening, everyone, because we don't have time. Sorry, my people. All the love of freedom, Madam Kiki, Eunice, Ben, Mercy, Onyedika, Afentra, Biafra, License, Frank, CEOS, Stanley, Ima, Asian, Storm. Please, my people, we are so many here. Cyprian, so yeah. We are so many. We love you guys, man. I don't want to to spoil the name because I want to fast because of we don't have time. Good evening, our leader, Imai Kondo. Good evening, our APM, Nwana Basi, Nwana Biafra. Good evening, our Itiare Kondo. Yes, our PM. Here's the question: why Biafra has not come? Of course, this one, the two I won't just come in. I know we're too long, you know. I will make it short. Number one, our honorable Mr. Snow don't already finish collect all everything from my mouth or my head. I just want my hand already raised up. Number one on my own list, accountability, new accountability, Imam Madoko sit in. Arabo Fulani, number two, where in short number, all of them number one, because no one left exactly the place they always play. The new cool area of Biafra, accountability, Arabo Komkom, because that one is the most evil to see. Arabo Fulani be the confusion of Biafra not to come because he was our PM trying to, because they said, okay, because of the name of take care of the homeland. I don't know what they be giving to him. And he feel that is the sense where Nigeria see, said, oh, you are the, you know, the territory of Biafra. When once we buy Biafra, leave them of the European, you know, the Euro people. When once we get Biafra land people, it's finished. Rabo Fulani accept it. You want to take over our PM, yes. Ichare Kondo. Rabo Fulani for long time, no be today, since when we come back from 2023, December. They pluck him like dead, rotten banana. Join us. But it's so pity because some of people did not listen. Number three, your governors. They are the one, number one of Peter Obi. Peter Obi be the person with Britain. Give him assignment until today. Do you know the most useless, heartless things Biafra always can do? That they know that Peter Obi is still there playing the script of 2027, and you think Peter Obi is under the slippers. Number one of making Biafra downward because they keep him there. When once somebody in Biafra in there, no problem, Biafra land, we can use that and manipulate the rest. And they accept it. Your governor, all the governor in Biafra land, named in Nigeria, slavery controller, slippers of governors, they are the one drawing you back and make Nigeria feel like we are still, you know, having any concern. We don't know Nigeria at all, at all. That is the people make you. Biafra never come till now. And the enemy between. You know that enemy where they inside the house is more dangerous than the enemy of outside. My grandmother, they said, the rat of inside, they go call the rat of outside, say, come on, crayfish, they inside the house, so we to chop and scatter everywhere. So you knows, and we understand that there is no any freedom fighter come with platter of gold. That is why they cannot win. We have enemy, but they are doing their own bidding the way of, you know, when you be in this kind of condition, they must be. But we have to remember them that they go nowhere. They cannot climb even one single inch because they rotten before they plan. Then I want to ask you, all of us here in Nigeria, Kumi Kumi is there. Nigerian sue government. Before you know, they will turn all the terrorist speech to freedom speech. We attack it. We wait for them. Where do you want to run? Go. Are you running for 40? The ribbon you've been playing for, you have to dance on it. If you don't want to dance, we will force you to dance it. Yes. Because before you know, now Nigeria want to turn terrorist speech to, freedom speech. But we have to first of all tell them earlier that before you try to say it, remember who you keep somewhere there. You say we know they talk. You say we tell you one thing. Why I come here, I want to tell Nigerian sue government and Britain. We don't talk, but that thing you hold, very, very be careful. Because they will break this one you're running, you're not running yet, but we just want to give you a little bit tip information that you should not even think of it on or the weakness of Biafra. All what become in your land, it will be pieces. Your life, your children, even the one will come up, that is your land will become desert, but Biafra will still continue. Because that thing you're planning, that thing you people are thinking, we think more than you, because you forgot that Fulani, they doesn't live in one place. They are like dirty flies, perched in dead bodies. You understand? I want to tell this, Yoruba land, Yoruba people, your game you're playing is so he will consume you, because when you are feeding a baby python, it will turn back and swallow you. Yoruba, I'm telling you, this time around is not 1967. We have to let the Nigerian understand that this time around is not 1967, not even 1914. So the game you're playing is just like you use basket, go to the water and fetch water. All this parable is going to Nigeria. Tell the Nigerian government media that they are like, if they understand, make I can make it to me. But of can come more a basket. Carry inyang to me, menka inyang ok menka mong kake buntum ki maybe fresh water with basket. If the water will relax in your basket, the parable we send for you people is this one. Oh, if you don't know, go and sit down and think about it. And another one again, I want to call Shure and Aisha Ubuari. Aisha, waiting then they call that man, that evil woman. Aisha with Shure, let me tell you your propaganda you're trying. Shut down that ear ends in your mouth.
Meriteka, I'm sorry for the interjection. Please don't lose the line of your thoughts. Please, just take 30 seconds to run over, because we don't have much time, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This is my last word. Aisha Yusufu, with Yusufu, you know him. I'm not a Yoruba. So he knows himself. She knows himself. Sure, the propaganda where you people want to bring, imagine evil woman. Let me tell Aisha, they should send this message to them. If the security, Biafran security ESN, when our leader bring it out, we bring it to secure our land. Where they open our mother belly, they bring children out. Aisha did not see, now still you be open your mouth, said, why Biafran security, why Biafra did not secure their life? If you try again, open your mouth, try to bring up propaganda, because America, they let know that yes, Nigeria is you yourself too, you're a terrorist woman. You kill the children. Because if you call our DSN again, we are not DSN, we have our soldiers. Now, we will not go turn back, kill ourselves while we protect ourselves for your terrorist organization. So Aisha, that propaganda, you better stop it. Now, so you will surely play that propaganda to say, this. Look at where you now land our leader. Think say you go shop our mouth up, stink your life. Sure, evil. I'm coming back to you. Let me short here. I will come back for there too. Aisha with Sure and so-called Erufai. You see those people? Your time is coming very, very soon. I'm still saying it. He never
Thank
reach
you,
here
thank you,
very soon.
thank you,
Thank you
thank
very
you,
much.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to everyone. And unfortunately, we have to bring it down because our time is fast spent. See you all in the town hall meeting. And please, whenever we open the mic, everybody should always clench the mic in time, not when you see that other people have come before you now start coming. When you see that we have announced that we are shutting down the space, that's when you start coming to the mic. We work with time, please. Thank you so much, and see you all in the town hall in no distance time. There was everyone. Thank you.
Now, few issues have generated as much heated debate in Nigeria